All right, welcome back, everyone. This is XP League Brookfield coming live from Code Ninjas in Brookfield at the Sendex Town Center. We have our Fortnite Silver match that's going to be starting imminently. We did just switch everybody over to some new coaches Discord servers, so we're giving everybody a little bit more time to get into the match today just because we are managing everything off the new Discord server, and not everybody may have gotten the message, but we are sitting at right at 80 players. We've only had one coach talk about a couple players having some difficulty getting in, but just saying if it doesn't happen, they can drop in solo. So that's where we're at. We've got some interesting changes this week with the new season starting last week. Probably unprecedented or unexpected changes in Fortnite right now, and that is building's been temporarily removed from the game, and you have some sprinting ability and some vaulting ability to make up for that. And they've introduced tanks and there's zeppelins in the sky, so it's really taking on more of a traditional style of FPS for these next couple of weeks. Of course, the rumor is this is just temporary, and the goal is for the players to have to rescue or get back the concept of building into the Fortnite universe. And rumors have been like 9 days, maybe a couple of weeks. So we'll see how long this goes. But we have made no rule changes here for us. So tanks are fair game. You still can't engage until zone 2, but you can use the tanks. And of course, you can't build. So, if you get caught running across the field, of course, you can sprint, so you can cover that open ground a little bit faster. But you can't throw up a wall quick like we would traditionally have coached our players to do, just to take a quick defensive position, or basically wall yourself in if one of your player gets knocked, so that you have a little bit of a safer spot to get them back into the match. So it's gonna be interesting. Okay, here we go. They've kicked it off. Looks like we got everybody in. We're all in here. I'm gonna turn on the volume here for one of our players so you can see the game sound coming through for you guys. And everybody's on Spawn Island, and kids being kids right away going after each other. All right, so good. Coming off of last week, I think we placed a little bit lower than we had been. But I think anything can happen here. I think some of our spots where we were liking to go in the past have been pretty well scouted out. So looks like we may not have planned where we wanted to go. You guys are marking all over the map where to drop. I think with the changes to the game, like I said, anything's fair game. Nobody really knows how anybody's going to play this. The tanks are clearly a huge advantage. They've got a lot of health. They are not fast enough or have enough fuel to get you all the way through to the zone if you have to find one that's well outside. But any situation where somebody has a tank and others don't, they're gonna have an advantage. Now they have also put some other things in the game, like a lot of plastic explosives to be able to do that against tanks. But kids haven't had a lot of experience because this update has only been live for a little time. A lot of experience, learning those skills and how to counter the tanks, to be able to get close enough and to be able to deploy. You can throw them, but just to be able to have that strong mechanic of being able to try to blow up and damage these tanks. So it's going to be fun to watch. We'll see what happens. It's just, you would think a lot of the teams that do really, really well, even at silver, are probably some of the better building teams that take advantage and can edit walls and rotate through and know when to move. And building has just been such a basically like a cornerstone of Fortnite for its entire existence, that to take it away, I think it really does change and make this anybody's game. So, those teams that normally do really, really well with Fortnite could struggle, or maybe those who do guess we'll find out. Now, what we're going to focus with these guys this time around with making sure that we don't, quote unquote, overloot, for lack of a better term. We've kind of gotten caught a little bit. I mean, it sounds weird to say overloot because can you really have too much gear or too much of a good thing? And the reality is it's drawing your focus away from looking for opponents or catching an opponent sneaking up on you. Then the answer is yes. So it's something that we're just guys just change their focus here as we get into zone 2 or coming up to zone 2, where you're free to engage all the other teams that we're not unprepared for it, or we haven't. That's not the first time we've actually looked up and taken in our surroundings beyond the immediate lootable area. So, as you can see in the bottom there, you just saw an example of vaulting. Now you can get all the way up the screen, all the way up a building like that, which you've never been able to do before. Sliding was already there, but you can also now sprint, so you can cover a lot of ground. I think that's one of those cow catchers that I think you can attach those to. I don't know if that's. I think you can attach them to a tank. I can't remember, but it's kind of what kids are doing is they're grabbing those, and you can throw those down and kind of use them as a building. And you can't obviously build up and off of it, but you can at least throw it down as a defensive position, as a temporary cover to cover at least one side of attack in emergency situations. So we'll see if we're able to deploy those into the match. Now let's zoom in here just to see. So it looks like we did get 82 players in. We've got 26 seconds left on this first stage, which is not, I don't believe that's the green light to start engaging. I think that'll be the start of the first zone. Let's see if somebody pops the map up for me at some point to confirm that. If you pop into the map, you can see what zone you're at in the upper corner. Oh, I just missed it. Alright, so we've got storm coming in. Hopefully there's no confusion about what we can and can't do. Three minutes left in this zone. And it looks like we are on the move. These guys are pretty well equipped. They really get some good loot, and it sounds like maybe they've taken the emphasis on focusing on not overlooting here, and they're on the move. So, saw an example of some of the sprinting that you can do now. These guys are covering a lot of ground, trying to work their way in. I don't have a good view of the map to see. I mean, I don't see the circle at all on the screen, so we must be inside that first zone. So that's good. That means we don't have to move too far. Looks like we got eyes on somebody. There was a map popping up. Did not quite catch the zone. Probably what we were checking. So once again, we've got Odd Epic here in the upper right. We have, I believe, looks like he didn't log into his account. I think we have Strong Kiwi 74 in your upper left, or sorry, your upper right. So Odd Epic in your upper left, Strong Kiwi up there, and we're in Storm 1. Yeah, so we're still in Zone 1. We can't engage yet, and then that would put Jack the Destroyer in the bottom. Looks like we had been able to eyeball people a couple times. Yeah, there's that Storm 1 of 9, so we've got the 130 left. We need that to say Storm 2 of 9 before we can engage in another team. Yeah, in fact, we just got the 90-second warning, I guess, over the coaches' Discord, just to make sure everybody's still on the same page. Have not heard anything about pre-contact eliminations or engagements, which is really great. It's a good rule that we've put in to try to give these guys more time in game to develop. This is silver, after all, and travel half an hour to get to your XP League location, and then the team gets eliminated as soon as their feet touch the ground. That's not a great experience, especially at the silver level where we are looking to try to have developed players. So we do like this rule set in that it allows players to spend more time in the Battle Royale arenas on the weekends and work on their strategy, work on their the team mechanics, the things that they're not always going to do outside of practice and matches. So we do like this rule set, and I think that's something that's going to stay. It took a little bit to get kids conditioned because, of course, whenever they play Fortnite outside of XP, this rule is not in place, and it's go 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 right away. So it can go against their instinct. And here we go. Looks like we are at 10 seconds before free engagement. I know we had seen a team. I think we lost track of them. I don't know if anybody's stalking us. And now we are free. Looks like we are just outside the zone. Looks like we found a vehicle. We're going to hop in that. I think it's a two-seater, so somebody's got to go right up on top. And these guys are going to move in. So still at 83. Got to be careful. Oh, in the tree. Sometimes driving can be a little bit of a challenge. Some of the vehicles can go up, sometimes they cannot. So we're going to have to take the road here and go around. Oh, don't forget our teammate though. Making lots of noise. Alright, I think they've given up. Whoops. Switch back to our 3 view. There we go. Alright, yep, I think they've given up on the that. Haven't seen a tank yet. And I hope that's not because everybody else is being able to grab them all the way and we're just kind of following other people. The closer we get in, the tighter we get into where the circle will eventually be, is going to make that a little bit. It looks like we're going to head on up to the Zeppelin. Oh! Did we, it looks like we got knocked off, so we were starting to get engaged up that way. Alright, we've made our way to the Daily Bugle. This was a very popular spot when it first came out. Spider-Man gauntlets here, so it's a place that we typically avoided just because of the popularity and the chance of something bad happening in pre-engagement. Oh, I hear shots. I don't think we're taking any. Fire. I don't know who's shooting at who. Maybe there's a chance we can get in and third party somebody. Still hearing shots and some return fire. It'd be great if we can kind of sneak up and get a peek in on here. There we go. So you can see Odd Epic is vaulting up the door there. You can jump off that web and cover a lot of ground, but you'll also expose yourself. Like, let's peek in on Odd Epic. It looks like he's trying to find where these guys might be. I don't think anybody has line of sight, but there's been a lot of shooting. And half the players have already been eliminated. We haven't even seen anybody since the start of we've been able to engage. Looks like we've got a mark there. I'm going to peek in here on Strong Kiwi. There we go. Now we've got somebody down there at the bottom. Getting some shots down. They're on the run. A couple of players down there. Switch back to our full view, see if we can get a chance. Oh, yeah, so we're up at Colson Personal there. We've got shotgun. Oh, okay, so Jack the Destroyer is down. They got him, though, so this is up against Loud and XPL. So we've got 2 players left in. Looks like we got separated a little bit, so we weren't in a position to support Jack the Destroyer. Still holding the top of that. Here comes a tank. This could be lots of bad news. And there's probably still there's 2 members of that team, I think, still potentially even in this building. Yeah, you got to be real careful. No eliminations for us. Looks like we crept our way down out of that building. I'm gonna try to clear out of this area a little bit. Plenty of ooh, shots coming in from that tank. Got to be careful. I'm gonna try to get Jack the Destroyer back in. That tank right there. This is gonna be tough. Shots coming in. That tank is going to come right down on top of us. Ooh, oh, wow. Okay, so that tank that's stuck. Oh, you get a really good view. Okay, we got, oh, looks like we got a knock there. There we go. For us, I don't know if that tank is still in the fight. We still got time, plenty of time to get our drop player back into the match. But it's pretty hot out there by the van, so wait a minute. Looks like there's lots of big pots there too. So if we can't get them back in, I'm gonna be able to get some shields back on them right away. Lots of loot in here. I don't know what happened to that tank. I don't know if it just blew up when it got straight down. That was too steep of an incline. I'm just not sure what happened. I think it just kind of disappeared there. And they had to leave it. I don't know if it's because it got stuck. We weren't going to be able to get the weapons high enough. These guys are ready to sit a bit, but we do have Storm not too far to our back, and we do got some ground to cover. I hear, looks like I do hear some footsteps. Here comes Storm. Unfortunately, oh, we're right up on top of somebody. Up, down to one player here, right inside the Storm. They're going to have to just run up, and there we go. All right, 11th place finish. All right, so we got caught a little bit by the Storm, and I imagine the team that knocked us is going to get caught as well. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get out of here. Oh, there they go. All right, they already got in front of it. So I don't know if that's a solo player that's left, but not bad. I think that might be the highest we've finished for our Dragon team this season. So good, strong showing. We did get the one elimination. I think 11th is still might only be worth 1 point, but we're getting close to cracking into those higher point total placements. I know if you get into the top 10, you can get. Well, it looks like you got to get. Oh, I think it's worth 2 points. Yes, I think 12th, 10th, 12th place is worth 2 points. So, and I think we had one elim there. So, all right, that's worth 3 points. Not bad. That's good. That's good. It's a good placement. One of our better placements. So they did open the new lobby for the next round. I didn't see how many were left, but I think we were getting close to having maybe like 20 some left. So it shouldn't be too long before we start the next one. But that was a pretty good round. I'm gonna go check on the guys mid-match, so I'm gonna go pause our audio, and then we will be back. I want to make sure they get queued up here into the match for the next one, so we don't miss out. So we'll check back in shortly. All right, welcome back for round two. I think I did hear they might be getting the national stream going for this one. We didn't have it in place for the first one, so if anybody would want to watch that, that should be available. We're up to 90 players, which is more than we had in the first one, so I think that's everybody. They're just giving like the final call to see if anybody else is still trying to get in. So we should be starting the match here momentarily. Good finish for the Dragons on that first round. So the landing spot that they picked didn't seem to have any tanks. I don't know if they're going to go back there. Yeah, they seem to have plenty of. They got plenty of good loot, and it seemed to work out well for them. So they might go back to the same spot. And I did confirm with the team that that tank that came down the hill came down and basically tossed all the players out. So yeah, so you can't drive them, I guess, straight down the cliff. So good lesson that somebody else learned on our behalf, and we can take that into account when we eventually get our hands on one and how we try to approach certain situations. Because I think if that tank would have made it all the way down, that would not have ended the way that it did. So. All right, we just got the call. They're just kicking things off. Looked like we had, well, we'll check once we get in. I think we have slightly over 90 players in this match. So we might have had a couple of late arrivals, a couple of kids not be able to get in. We're still waiting for everybody to get up. That one's a little blurry. 89. I think we're still waiting for more to queue in. It's possible that somebody got tickets coming in as well, but it looks like we definitely have a full match. So, all right. So we might be able to. So we launched some new Discord servers, and we have a new coaching server that we've got in place that we're managing matches through this week. And we're also launching a new community server that we're going to be inviting families to. People in the parents' channel to be able to share some information and basically to allow us to build a community across all of our players and teams, I think, which is going to be really, really great. And if we can figure out how to stream through Discord on that channel, the advantage is we can boost that server across the entire league and we can get better quality streams. So doing it the way that we're currently doing it, we're limited to 720p and only 30 frames per second. So that's sometimes why things get a little blocky, a little macro-y. So if we get the new server boosted enough and figure out how to do that, it might get a little bit of a clearer picture going forward. So we'll look out for that on some of our future matches. Looks like these guys did pick the same location to jump into as last time, or near to it. And they're just about on the ground. Yep, one of them landed on that same roof last time. So once again, we've got Odd Epic in your upper left, we've got Strong Kiwi 74 in your upper right, and we've got Jeff the Destroyer across the bottom. Already getting some good loot. And there's not as much emphasis on these guys sticking together once they get on the ground, because you can't engage until Storm 2 of 9 shows on the map. So we've got plenty of time. Click in here on the clock. We've got the first. So now we've got 2 minutes and 40. So the eye is going to start to shrink in, but we still have to wait for that to finish before we can jump in. Looks like we're going to making some on the fly setting adjustments here for one of our players. Looks like that's Strong Kiwi. Try to get things dialed in here. Now would be the time to do that. He's already got some loot. Be quiet here for a few more minutes. Hopefully he's got everything to his liking. So we're all tuned up here for the second and final round for this week. I did see for the most part there weren't really we didn't have any rules issues this time around, so that's good. I did see a couple of comments on the coaches Discord with some small corrections that were quickly made and addressed, so that's good. But it's good to see that kids have been leaning into the new rule set, and I think coaches have a better handle on it, know what to look for, and having the national home office cue everybody when it's okay to engage and help a lot. make sure that coaches have everything that they have, the information that they need to coach their teams and make sure that they don't engage with All right, these guys are still pretty much looting their landing zone. I imagine they're going to get on the move here shortly. Still plenty of time before we'll start fighting. Found some splashes. Trying to get everybody all shielded up. Looks like Jack the Destroyer is fully shielded. Strong Kiwi 74 is almost fully shielded, and Odd Epic is about halfway. Guys do not have the greatest weapons right now. Maybe they can, hopefully they'll come across something a little bit better. Like the greens and the grays, those are some pretty ordinary guns. You're really looking for blues and golds, purples. Those are going to be better guns. They're going to cause a little bit more damage compared to the lesser quality ones. So I'm sure they're still going to be hunting. See if we can find something a little bit better here before the shooting starts. Got some more shield splashes there. There you go. Odd Epic is going to be able to get himself fully shielded up, and he's waiting for Strong Kiwi for that last one, and now everybody's got full shield. So good job, good teamwork there, knowing that his teammate was a little bit short on shields to just let him get within range before he did that big splash. And now they're all fully shielded and ready. See if they can find something a little bit better. Once again, you can see Strong Kiwi there in the Spider-Man outfit with that new sprinting mechanic that you can use. There he goes. So you can run a little bit faster than you could in the past. You also saw some examples too of some of the vaulting, so you can do a lot more building climbing now that you can't build up like you would in the past, where you put up a ramp to be able to get on top of rooftops or up to the next floors. If you broke your way into a wall, now you can kind of jump up and scale walls a little bit to make that happen. So it's like we found a bounty. So it'll help. That's from our Falls Church location. XPFC. Still be nice to see if they can find some higher quality loot. They're still looking. I think everybody has the new AUG, which is a burst weapon that has a scope. Some of them have an infrared sight on them to help you identify targets against the background. It looks like Odd Epic has spotted a tank moving to the side, so if the tank in the area, somebody else found it before we did. We're going to want to try to steer clear of that. You can't take these zip lines up. There are, there's some of these angles you can't really see, but there's a tank right there. We're gonna want to stay away from, definitely stay away from that tank. That's gonna be a lot of bad news. You can't take these zip lines up to these zeppelins. There's a lot of good loot on them. I mean, I'm sure these things have been contested. You can also land on them. So you have to be careful. We want to get everybody up on these left zeppelins. Just try to stay together. It looks like we do everybody up there. So you can get inside. There should be plenty of loot. This one may already have been looted at this point. I think we still got a minute. Yeah, we still got a minute to go in this zone. And I believe that gets into the zone too. Yeah, you can go over those propellers. Yeah, we just got the heads up. 1 minute to go. Zone. We're going to relocate away from that tank, ideally. Hopefully we're all moving in the same direction. I'm seeing a Strong Kiwi kind of spinning around a little bit. He may have to try to cover some ground. That sprinting is going to help him catch up his teammates, and then you can slide as well to cover a lot of ground pretty quickly. Slide's been in for a few since the last major change. Since the end, you've been able to slide, and kids can take advantage of that mechanic. It's good to see them use that and know that it's there. And there we go. Now we're all caught back up. Everybody's back together. We have, looks like maybe 15 seconds left Somebody marked up on top of the hill. 5 seconds left. Oh no, 7, 8 seconds left. Got an NPC there. I don't know if that's going to be a good time to do that now that's streaming. Sorry, now that now we are free to engage other teams. So you can already hear some shots in the area. I don't think anybody's shooting at us. But now we can engage with somebody. All right, we got one of ours is down, but I think we got a 50-50 here with Strong Kiwi up close. There we go. I think we got 2 of them. That'll give us a chance to get our guy back into the fight. There we go. Here comes the revive. You get 2 people on to help with that. It goes a little bit quicker. Gonna try to pick up some equipment right away. Try to get himself healed up here. Looks like he does have a first aid kit. Get some life back. Good job. All right. That's, like I said, we've said in past streams. I mean, that's something we want to see is these guys, you know, big difference in placing on these matches is how you handle engaging with that first team, and we were able to come out on top. And we got the whole team still, so we've got our full squad at full strength. We've got to get a little bit more healing for Odd Epic. His health is really low. Thought saw he's going to use some bandages there. I thought there was a first aid kit on the ground back there. Maybe I just missed it. I got that NPC right there. Probably going to want to leave that guy alone. There's another team in the area. Yeah, there was that first aid kit there. I'm not sure why he didn't grab it, but maybe he didn't see it. Alright, looks like Strong Kiwi picked it up. We'll bring it up to him and throw it on the ground for him. There we go. Good job. So he can put that in, and then he can pick that big pot back up. So they've got that reserved for whenever they need it next. Alright, and they're back on the move. Looks like Jack the Destroyer has marked somebody off on the distance down there. The rest of the squad is trying to come up and rejoin him. Now they can figure out where they want to go from here. I'm just going to click in here to see how many are left. Looks like, well, it's hard to read. Looks like that could be 61. I can't really tell. Yeah, okay, so lots of players down there. There might be a chance for us to third party. I think that might have been a tank gun going off down there. Might see if these guys try to engage from range or just wait for that to sort itself out. Come in and clean up whoever wins. That's always a great strategy as well. Good job marking. That's a good technique that we want to see. Make sure everybody on the team knows where the bad guys are, and then look, now they're going to rotate. Marked up on that other hill, they're going to try to rotate over, get a different angle. They can plan their next move. You do hear there's a car, so we drop the car, they're just trying to clear out, get some shots down on them. There we go, we blew up the car. Alright, we got a well outgunned there. So somebody got our bounty failed, so that wasn't that's fine. We did get another elimination, so I think that puts us at 3 for the team. And there's still looks like it's just under 50 players now left in the match. Good job so far for these guys. I like the way that they're rotating here and being patient. Some of the younger teams or inexperienced teams would have seen shooting and just jumped right in. They made the right move, waited for that to clear off. They tried to rotate around, get themselves in a different position, and they were rewarded. They had a solo player just come right to them. Now there's another player running across the river that they know has to run away from the storm coming in, puts them at a disadvantage, whereas we're already in there, and they can just kind of see if they can get some pop some good shots there. It looks like they're taking out some of the bridge. Get a peek in here on Odd Epic, see if we can get a better view. Yep, now he's on the run. Get some good shots. I know we landed quite a few shots there. I don't know if they cracked him. Doing a good job of marking. Pouring down some more fire. So they still got a few. I'm not sure if that's that same player. Yep, they did crack him. Okay, a couple of good shots in there. Now he got behind that. They're going to have to rotate and try to get a better angle. You can try to, I don't know if they can get back to the top of that peak. Good job by Strong Kiwi staying up there and giving a little bit of cover while the rest of the team rotates. Now it seems like it's safe. He's on the move as well. These guys are going to come around. Still under that bridge. Good shot by On Epic there. Keeping him on the move. He's pinned, I think, with that storm. He can't run. Oop, now we're taking up a little bit of fire. Did we get him? Yeah, we did. All right, very good. All right, that's like 4. I think that's at 4 or 5 for us for the team. Nice work so far, and I think that looks like about 30 players left in the match. All right, so far I vote for building being gone forever. I don't know about anybody else, but we definitely seem to be doing much better without buildings in place. And even without a tank, too. These guys have been playing very smart. Just avoid those tanks if you don't have one, and just play smart. These guys are sticking together. I don't know if they're just using the car for cover, or if they're deciding, oh, they've been identified another team. Good job marking. I love this. These guys are doing a great job. Great technique. Just the simple thing of just tagging when you see an enemy player, even if you don't hit them, just in the general direction so that the rest of the team knows. It's just being able to share that information and being smart enough to know that when you do that, you're sharing information so the rest of the team knows, versus trying to verbally communicate that, which is extraordinarily hard, even for the really good teams. All right, we're hearing a lot of firing. I don't know if that was a shotgun. I don't know all the new sounds just yet. Looks like we've got Mark again up there. They've got high ground on us. I don't think they've seen us. I think they're engaging somebody else, and it looks like somebody's over there as well to the right. Sorry, to the left. There we go. Now we got some shots. Take some shots there. See if we'll pop off those shots, or if we're going to be patient and wait. We did mark it. Guessing as a team, they decided to just wait for that to sort itself out. And they can come in later. Okay, looks like some shots came in on us now. All right, now we're trying to shoot him. Okay, I think we got it. Another player on the run. There we go. I think he's already cracked. Still one more teammate up there. Got high ground on us, but we've got him outnumbered. So as long as we're smart. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Okay, so Strong Kiwi's down. Looks like Jack the Destroyer's down. Odd Epic is still in it. Oh, 6th place finish. Good job. We did a really aggressive push in. I don't know if we knew that there were that many people still up there. I think we might have thought that we were coming in more towards the end. It's kind of third party that agreed. That's a great match for us. I think we had 4. We had 5, maybe 6 eliminations there, and then a 6th place finish puts us. That gives us 4 points, so we're looking at double-digit points for this week. That's a great round for us. I'll have to take a look and see once everything settles into the standings. I know after last week we dropped a couple spots, but everything's kind of bunched up still, so there's plenty of room to move back up, and we still have those last few weeks of the season where points start to double up. So. Wow, that was a great match for our team. That's a really strong improvement. I really like seeing that. These guys did a great job showing some patience, marking some more advanced techniques, being patient, working together as a team. These are things that we love to see as these guys progress through a season. So great job to the Dragons today. 6th place finish, lots of eliminations, and we'll pick it up again next week. So that's going to do it for our stream today. Thank anybody who was watching along with us, and we will see you again next week for Valorant. I think Valorant tournament starts, and then Fortnite, basically just next week of Fortnite. So until then, everyone have a